Merry meet guys, and welcome back to Witches of the Moon. I am your Wednesday host, Houston, and this week is Choose Our Own Topic Week. So, I loved Natalie's and Jennifer's videos. If you guys haven't checked them out, I really do suggest you guys check them out. And I look forward to see what everyone else does this week. While I was thinking about what to do, I kind of got an inspiration to touch on a topic that we talked about a long time ago. And I don't know if I was in the season that talked about it, but I do have a lot to say on the subject. And that topic is on angels and magic. A lot of pagans that I know associate angels with Christianity. And from my studies and personal experiences, they come from before pre-Christian times. There are actually mentions of Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, and all the different archangels, but mostly Michael and Raphael, in different cultures, under different names, under different guises, kind of like deities. They make reference to winged beings, which I don't believe the Christians termed the word angel. I think it was something, translation. But I wanted to talk more about it, how you can work with the angels, how they can benefit you in any way, and what I've studied and how I work with the angels. So, working with the angels can be something as simple as calling out to an archangel, doing some research and calling out to one of the archangels, which there are many archangels, and asking for their assistance, or it could be as complicated as an Enochian ritual to bring about, peace or divine protection or divine inspiration. I think the the thing on ceremonial magic, I can't think of the word. With ceremonial magic, you're trying to get in touch with your holy guardian angel. It's basically getting in touch with your higher self. So there's ties to angel magic from high magic even into low magic, and I say high and low more of a, not in a potency, but in more of a class aspect, if that makes any sense. There are many things, and I have 2 trusted books on angels. I should have more. Actually, I do have another one, but I don't know where it's at the moment. Oh, I do. The one I have over there I use to actually help me get the job I'm in now. So angel magic can be used for that. A lot of people associate angel magic with healing. It's very good for healing. Also divination, prophecy. Angels are really big on free will, so they're not going to tell you what to do, but they will give you insight on what you could do, and the outcomes of what they're not going to tell you what to do, but they will show you the many different paths you could take. The cool thing I found is, actually one of the cool things I found over studying is that there's an archangel for each of the 7 chakras, and I think I mentioned this in I might have done it in a past video, but I remember talking about it. Archangel Michael, so I'll start with a root. Excuse me, I have my notes from my angel therapy course that I took a while back. So I'm going to breeze through them and tell you from the root to the crown. So at the root chakra is Archangel Chamuel. Then at the sacral chakra is Archangel Gabriel. Then the solar plexus is Archangel Uriel. at the heart chakra, saw that one earlier, is Archangel Raphael. I apologize, these aren't really in order. And the throat chakra is Archangel Michael. The third eye chakra is Archangel Zadkiel. And the crown chakra is, I saw that one too, Archangel Jophiel. So some of these, Zadkiel, Chamuel, and Jophiel are some of the less common ones. You don't really hear much about them. There was a list right here that told me what chakra they were. I really should have did some looking into this before I actually tried to read it off. But I am, I don't know if you can see it, certified angel therapist. I know it's backwards, but I get certified. Taking an online course is not a it's not like a Reiki thing. It's more of a therapy session. In talking about angel therapy, I do have Doreen Virtue's book. I did not buy her class because I thought that was a no offense to Doreen Virtue. I like a lot of her products, but her classes were super freaking expensive. And I thought it defeated the purpose to have 2 angel therapy courses under my belt. So I stuck with the one that I learned from Britain. They had a lot of great information, and I do use information out of that book. I think if you are interested in angel therapy, I don't think it's something you have to be certified in unless you need it for a business license, or make a business out of it. The one that I got from online, it talks about business practices, and so does the one in the book. But from the one online, you get, you're certified. The book, it's a book. I did pay full price for this. Shockingly, I paid $14.95 US. So you can probably find it online cheaper. I wanted a new copy, and I didn't really think I was going to buy this book because I've seen it forever. But when I was in books, I can't freaking speak. It was Barnes & Noble. That's why I couldn't speak. I was in Barnes & Noble a long time ago. Like, I got this book a little over 2 years ago, year and a half ago. I was in Barnes & Noble just looking at their different stuff, just shopping like I know I shouldn't do. And the book jumped out at me, and I got an intuitive hit to buy the book. And it was in my price range. Usually books like this are like $20, and it was only $15, so I was like, I'll buy it. Another great book, which I got from a really, really great friend of mine. I have not even finished it. I haven't come close to finishing it. I'm only like on page 32 out of 280. Is Angels, Companions in Magic by Silver Rainwolf. I know a lot of people don't like Silver Rainwolf, but I like a lot of her stuff. I even like her new book that came out, but that's beside the point. And here she talks about angels that, again, aren't really talked about in popular society. Like, you've heard about at least I've heard when I first started studying about the 4, and maybe you've heard of Metatron and Sandalphon. Those were the 2 archangels that were once human that became enlightened through life and became angels by God. That's their story. I think they were enlightened magicians, and they kind of rose themselves up to become angels. That's my personal take, but you can argue with me if you want to. We'll have a discussion down in the comments. But for me, angel magic can be utilized for any aspect. They're always there. They're omnipresent, which means they can be in many different places at one time. So it's not like you have to... I think that's like with a lot of spirits too. Like, if you think of your ancestors, you could be praying to your grandmother, and across a couple hours away, your mom could be also talking to your grandmother, and things like that. So I think spirits have that ability. But with angels being on a higher celestial plane, they can definitely be in more than one place at one time and help a lot of people in the same aspect. I'm sorry if I'm going in circles. I did have a point, but I wanted to show and explain how I use angels in my craft. So, and a lot of the things I have on angels are from Doreen Virtue, and I know she renounced her spiritual tarot pagan claims and a full-on Christian, which you either are or you aren't. I mean, you can be a spiritual Christian. I mean, there's a lot of people that are, but when you put in a huge amount of money and resources and intuitive talent into books, courses, oracle and tarot cards, and all of a sudden you denounce it, you kind of were half there anyway. That's kind of how I felt about Doreen's stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some books that I resonate with and some books I do not. Like the book she has on Earth Angels, I don't resonate with that book at all, even though I found a lot of myself in a lot of the characters, except for the Star People. I didn't really recognize myself in that. And a lot of our Oracle decks, I mean, I'll show you. I have one down there. It's the Saints and Angels deck. I have Archangel Raphael healing oracle cards, which these cards are really good just for personal healing practices, like if you need personal insight. I don't get the vibe that these will be really good for helping someone else because they are extremely personal. Then there are the Indigo Angel cards, which are breathtakingly beautiful. I think they're gorgeous. These cards were created by Doreen and her son Charles. They're beautiful cards. These can definitely be used if you decide to get them online. They can be used for personal readings and for clients if you feel connected to them. I think the artwork in these it's the Indigo Angel cards. I don't know if I said that. If I did, I apologize. So the back of the cards, I don't know, I have a glare. Back of the cards, and I'm just going to pull a random one. Okay. Archangel Michael. So, like I said, the cards are beautiful. And I kind of do love her when she did readings online for the week, like she did the weekly oracle readings. Her take was that you never draw a wrong card, that God or the higher power is always, pulling your hand and you'll always get the right card and mean something. I kind of like that idea when it comes to oracle cards, but I don't take that on when I do tarot readings for some reason. This is going to be a side note. When I do tarot, I do connect with the goddess that I connect with, which is Caradwan. And Merlin, I do my best to connect to them both. Sometimes it's either or, since they're both known for prophecy. And I get the question in my head, shuffle my cards together, and I'll hear in my mind, stop, or after this shuffle, draw the cards. And I follow that intuitive stop sign. And as long as I'm in the zone, I'm good. Like, there are some times when I'm just randomly pulling cards that I won't hear it, and I'll have to stop myself and, pull the cards and just have faith. So, the last thing I wanted to show you before I talk about how I work with angels is a deck that I don't connect with. I thought I would, but I don't. I was given this by a friend, and she gave me also 4 statues of the 4 main archangels, which I posted on my Facebook a long time ago. But I don't connect with this deck at all. I thought I read the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, however you say that. Sorry. I don't connect with them at all, just because the elemental aspect of the cards are, I mean, they're beautiful. And I have the Fairy Tarot too. They're beautiful, but she doesn't use the tools of tarot, like the cups, the wands, the pentacles, and the swords. She uses the elements, like 6 of air, 5 of water, if I can find another one, the fire, and earth. Earth, which I guess would be pentacles. She does use some of the tarot, like the world and things like that. I mean, if you're interested in the deck, is actually pretty huge, so it's really hard to shuffle. The cardstock's pretty thick. I mean, if you're interested in it, I'm not going to say don't buy it, because I do think a lot of her artwork on her cards are beautiful. There are some that are like, like I don't really get a vibe from. So, but they're not many. Her books are so-so because they're all about love and light. Which, I mean, you work with the angels, you work with a lot of love and light. And I just noticed this. It feels like every time I get on here, I talk about malediction or talking, things like that. I had posted something about it 2 weeks ago. But, so for me, we'll talk about how I use angels in my practice. The ritual I did for helping me get this job, which I absolutely love. It was an 11-day ritual, and this is one that I followed out of the book. It felt right to follow it complete word for word. I didn't change anything up because that's how Damon Brand, I think Natalie talked about him in her servitors video. He wrote this book in the Gallery of Magic, wrote this book called The 72 Angels of Power, which their energy, it's mind-boggling. Like starting the ritual, you have these seals for each of the angels that are in the book, each of the 72 angels. It gives you 3 different characteristics that the angels can help you with, or 3 different situations the angels can help you with, and how they can help you. And you have to look at this seal, open up the way, call on Archangel Raziel, which I don't know why I didn't bring my statue over here. I have an angel of him, a statue of him. He is the Archangel of Secret and Arcane Knowledge. And you call on Arzel, which is kind of like his counterpart. And they open the way to these secret angels, which are in the book. And you call on the secret angel. You call on them using their symbol and sigil, as well as their Hebrew incantation. And it's Hebrew it tells you where the psalm that it's out of. So you can either call them by the psalm, or you can call them by the Hebrew, the Hebrew's translation of the psalm. So it tells you what it is. It's not like you're reading unknown words. And you tell them what's going on, or what you need help with. And so for me, I told the angel that I work with, Sitael, there's no really secrecy, is his or her name. I didn't get a gender. Its name is Sitael. And Sitael was helping find new employment. That's one of their strong points, is helping people find new employment. So I started on a Thursday, a day of Jupiter, a day of expanding, and 11 days I ended on a Sunday, the day of the sun. So from Thursday 1 week all the way through Thursday again, and then to Sunday. So yeah, that would be 7. Yeah. It's 8 plus 3. Yeah, I had to count. So 11 days I did this, and in the between, during the 11th day, I got the okay that, I was hired. but this was also from a lot of work. It wasn't just working with angels. I have, since I feel comfortable now. In the Hoodoo course that I took last year, I learned how to make power packs. And so I made a power pack I wanted to get a job in the medical field. I used that with the ritual that involves Satya. But, okay, so I told you that angels are really good for healing, for divination, for obtaining things you want. There are angels that will, going back to the painful thing, there are angels that will stop an enemy in his tracks. Doesn't mean kill him, just to freeze him. Or defend you and be offensive from negative energy, or defend your property. The only thing I think angels won't do, and I say this, but like if you're being attacked magically or psychically or what have you, the angels will defend you, and some angels will go after the attacker because you prayed for their assistance, and they'll help you. But there's certain things, like the angels aren't going to help you get away with robbing a bank, robbing a store, or things like that. If it's for your own protection, they'll help you. But if it's unethical, and I know people might, say that, fighting back against someone is unethical. It depends on your ethics. For my ethics, it's not. But for me, it's unethical for me to rob a bank. That's very unethical. Or to rob anything. So they're not going to help you do anything like that. They're not going to help you, do anything like that. I can't think of anything else. But this has been a very long video. But before I go, I want to quickly go over what an angel therapy session is. I do angel therapy sessions online and in person. But angel therapy consists of either me or the other person. So it doesn't have to be me. There's a ton of angel therapists out there. But essentially, we would connect to your guardian angel, or an angel that is very prevalent in your energetic field, and we would relay messages. We would help cleanse the body of negativity through energetic healing with the help of our angels, and the angels we call in. We would also give you suggestions and tips and tricks on what you can do to help better your life, what little prayers you can use, I'm oversimplifying it by a lot. Angel therapy session could also be like a Reiki session, where you're sitting down and you're connecting with their guardian angel, and you're letting their energy go through you as you cleanse their body or heal the other person's body. An angel therapy session could also be useful with the cards or a crystal ball or things like that. And it could just be for divination sessions, like if you need advice from your guardian angel or the angels in general, that would be considered an angel therapy session. So yeah, I'm gonna stop before I ramble too much. I already have, but I'm gonna stop before I ramble anymore. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, post them down below in the comment section, and I'll be trying my best to get to them in a timely fashion. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and until next week, many blessings.